This is one of those games I've actually been really looking forward to. And people think that's kind of weird, because obviously, you know, Ubisoft's reputation hasn't exactly been great. At least, well, I suppose it depends on who you ask, because Assassin's Creed Valhalla received some very sort of mixed reactions. I personally have not been enjoying Ubisoft's output recently, but Far Cry has been an exception to that. What I'm really looking forward to with this, I want to see how the more urban environments are going to play into this. So, just a bit more, let's see. Here we go. Let's see if I can turn the quality up. Okay, as expected, a tropical setting. It'll be nice. It's been been since Far Cry 3 since we've had a very sort of, I don't know, like a pine tree-ish setting. We get to explore all of this and shoot it up in this town, and that's gonna be interesting. Oh, drone footage. Ubisoft likes its drones, so I wouldn't be surprised. That logo still looks like dog poo.
Señor Presidente.
What can true Yarans do to serve Yara?
True Yarans have long memories. We remember how so-called civilized nations treated us when we needed them most.
Oh.
Are you concerned about the terroristas who call themselves Libertad?
Pew, 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 pew. Action! Loud noises! Muscle cars.
You're an orphan, see? Why do you want to run? Remember, Danny, Castillo has kept you an orphan.
I only see you. So why are you here?
I watched Castillo order a whole boat of our people shot to death. And I want to know who's going to help me take him down.
Okay.
Castillo's got, what, 300,000 troops? I count 6 burnt-out guerrillas, and you with a bullet to the leg.
You can shoot, so shoot.
You have rules. You might kill, but you're no killer.
You know I'm not a guerrilla, right?
Everything got another purpose.
That usually work.
You got back-loaded 8-round rocket. Okay then. Revenge.
Those
Horseback, okay.
I know exactly who you are.
Family.
I am nothing like you.
Okay. They've got third-person... We've got third-person cutscenes, which I think is a first for the series. Because prior to this, Far Cry was like almost completely first-person. That was one of the selling points. Oh, hello, that's a real person.
Hi there. I'm Navid Khaveri, narrative director of Far Cry 6.
Hello,
and I'm
Navid.
so excited to represent our team and finally show you our game in action. With Far Cry 6, we're going to throw you into our most ambitious open world yet. Yara, an island deep in the heart of the Caribbean, filled with rich tropical ecosystems alongside decaying urban landscapes. Yara is an island of contrasts. Isolated and frozen in time for over 50 years after a violent revolution cut it off from the rest of the world, it now finds itself on the verge of collapse. Last year, we introduced you to Yara's Presidente, Anton Castillo, with an amazing performance by Giancarlo Esposito.
A Castillo must be a lion. For Yara is full of lambs.
The reception we've had to Anton and Diego has been incredible, and we're just getting started. Anton is a man hell-bent on returning Yara to his idea of its former glory. And while his motivations are far more complex than they seem, the cost of his vision will be paid in blood.
If a dog refuses to break, then we must put them down.
To achieve his dream for Yara and his son Diego, Anton has clamped down on freedoms, instituted brutal social reforms, and cast anyone who speaks out against him into forced labor. His oppression of the Yaran people has pushed the island to the brink of revolution.
When tyranny is law, revolution is order.
Yara, once considered a jewel of the Caribbean, is now a powder keg.
Caribbean nation, interesting,
You
okay.
are the match. Your name is Danny Rojas, and you'll experience the revolution through Danny's eyes right from the beginning. Born and raised in Yara's capital city, you're a young military dropout who wants nothing to do with Anton or the revolution. You just want to get the hell out of Yara. But once you're face to face with Anton's brutality, you realize that the only chance to live free is to lead an army of guerrillas into a new revolution, with the very soul of the island at stake.
And I need you here with us, man.
Six burnt out
At
guerrilla.
your journey, you'll get
As
to
it was
pick your
said.
identity and customize your look while you navigate the ranks of the guerrilla movement. Every aspect of the game has been developed with the goal to make you feel like a guerrilla fighter, battling an asymmetric
It makes you
war against
feel like
Anton and
Batman.
his army. The guerrilla fantasy is all about making one guerrilla feel like 1,000. Embracing this was at the core of how we crafted our gameplay, our world,
that's very
and the
fantasy.
characters you'll meet along the way. In Yara, you'll find other guerrillas, black market dealers, and everyday Yarans who each have their own reasons for joining the cause, including our friendly guerrilla Juan Cortez, a master of invention, an architect of revolution. He's our guerrilla teacher.
Probably the final
Class
boss.
starts now.
Guapo, you listen. Rule
Okay, so far it's looking like the whole guerrilla thing isn't going to be too realistically portrayed.
Another ugly.
They're going to throw in some sort of fantasy elements with this guy's sort of inventions and his wacky weapons.
What do you think gave it away, Guapo?
This is a fucking waste of time.
Can you whistle?
What?
Nah, you can't whistle.
Oh, crocodile, for God's sake.
Not bad, Danny, but we're just getting
Well then.
started. Rule number 1. A good guerrilla is a hidden guerrilla.
Muerto el perro, se acabó la rabia.
We lead our operations in secret camps across the country.
Secret camps with massive bloody rocket launchers strapped to our backs. Yeah.
Train and plan.
Small pack. We go in, grab our people, kill whoever gets in our way.
By smuggling in supplies, we'll add some piss and fire to our movement.
You got that right.
Camp chef, black market dealers. These safe havens got everything a guerrilla needs.
My goodness,
Even
look at
do
that.
it yourself vehicles. You're gonna love it, Danny.
Okay, so they're really leaning into the customization.
Good guerrilla masters their environment. This land is your home, Danny. I'm sure you know every inch of it. From the bloodthirsty
Of course, you gotta have the bow. It's not a Far Cry game without a compound bow.
dead-end towns and our friendly capital city.
Friendly.
How you get around is up to you.
Good girl.
If you want to play it safe, take our secret paths carved in the dirt of old revolutions. Hola, Danny.
How you doing?
Or
This
take
is
a
giving me
risk
some
of
real,
operating
Crisis
inside the
vibes.
city of assholes.
Like the first Crisis game.
Go ahead
Just
and hide your weapons.
sandier.
Blend in. Bribes,
What do you got?
sabotage, interceptions. You don't always need to be a loudmouth, Danny.
Christmas trees? Do you even grow those here?
Mexicans pay crazy money for this. How you think El Presidente funded Maria's new face?
Okay. Go through.
Rule number 3. Fucked up situations call for fucked up solutions.
Hey, he's not here.
You expected reinforcements? I got news for you. You're an army of one against an army of thousands. When shit gets real, we make use of whatever we have.
Oh, Jesus.
We call that resolver. That means absolutely everything from sardine cans.
Joking. You're gonna have bloody Wilhelm screams in this game.
Some very unique, deadly weapons.
Are they going all Sunset Overdrive for this game? Oh god. Uh-huh.
The Supremo backpacks, handcrafted by yours truly. Each one will make you feel and fight with the power of a goddamn guerrilla army.
Oh my lord. Okay, so Far Cry 6, you play as Iron Man basically.
You and I both know you want this. For a guerrilla, the shit my pants rush of an ambush, the taste of sweet victory after you freed your people from tyrants.
That looks fun.
It's fun.
Oh, and the final rule.
You die.
A good guerrilla always brings a friend along for moral support.
Oh, that's adorable. You better not be able to strap a bloody bomb. Ooh, it comes on my birthday.
So there you have it. Far Cry 6 will be available on October 7th on PC and consoles. We hope you enjoyed this first glimpse of gameplay. We have a lot more coming soon that we can't wait to share with you. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.
Well then, that was I'm seeing a lot of mixed things that definitely look fun. I won't deny that. It looks like a blast, and they're really leaning into the whole like Far Cry open world madness. Especially with those customizable weapons. That CD player gave me some real Sunset Overdrive vibes. Because I know there was an LP shooter in that game. I haven't played it, but I've seen footage of that thing and it looks ridiculous. And they're incorporating similarly sort of insane things into Far Cry 6. I don't know how I feel about that, because on one hand, like I said, it's gonna be a blast. Obviously, it's gonna be real fun, but it kind of detracts from the whole sort of South American dictators is still kind of a modern thing. Like it's an ongoing subject, as it were, and I feel like it's kind of undermining the realism and sort of the interesting circumstances that could come out of that. They were talking about how you don't have to go in all guns blazing, and that I'm looking forward to. If you can go through this game firing minimal shots, and you're basically like it's a whole like cloak and dagger affair. You can basically go in and out without anyone noticing. That would be really interesting. And even if it's like half and half, that'd be really, really cool. And I'm definitely gonna be picking that route. So ultimately, final impressions is that it's a Far Cry game. It looks fun. It looks like open world insanity with animals and sort of wacky characters and a very charismatic villain. You know, they've kind of perfected the Far Cry formula since Far Cry 3, and using that base game as kind of a jumping point, they haven't really changed all that much. But it's a working formula. It worked for 3, it worked for 4, it worked for 5, and I've no doubt it's going to work for 6, because all these games piled onto each other. It serves as practice, I suppose, for the developer, to the point where they've got this down to a T. It's just that it doesn't seem to be doing all that much differently, except for customization, which I'm a sucker for customization in any game. So, you know, that's going to be good. Let's see how this game turns out. Bye.